Welcome to Planet MicroCap. I'm your host, Robert Kraft, and joining me today is Laurel Sayer. She is the president and CEO of Perpetua Resources. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is PPTA on both NASDAQ and the TSX, and Perpetua Resources will be presenting at the upcoming Precious Metals Summit Beaver Creek, happening September 13 through 16, 2022. For more information, please visit precioussummit.com. And with that, Laurel, thank you so much for joining me today. How you doing?
Great. Thanks for having us.
It's great to have you. So before we get into an update, for those that may not have seen any of the interviews we've done in the past or have heard of Perpetua before, can you start us off with that quick overview of the company?
Sure. So Perpetua Resources is focused on permitting and then developing the Stibnite Gold Project in central Idaho. We're one of the top 10 mining jurisdictions in the world, according to the Fraser Institute, and our shares trade on NASDAQ and Toronto Stock Exchange. As you previously said. So our project is one of the largest, highest grade, lowest cost open pit gold projects in the United States. And it's designed to apply a modern responsible mining project to restore an abandoned mine site. So given our low cost, the Stibnite Gold Project, it has great economics with a 15-year reserve life, a payback period of less than 3 years. Internal rate of return is nearly 28%, assuming a gold price of $1,850 per ounce. And the net present value of our project is $1.9 billion. So we plan to produce gold and a critical mineral called antimony. In fact, we're positioned to be the only mined source of antimony in the U.S. and estimate that we could provide antimony to meet about 35% of the U.S. demand on average over the first 6 years of production. And then we completed our feasibility study for our project in late 2020, which showed 6 million ounces of M&I gold resources, inclusive of 4.8 million ounces of reserves, and our antimony reserves total 148 million pounds.
Very good. Thank you for that full update. So last time we did an interview together, we published that on September 11, 2021. So let's get that update. What would you say are some of the company's highlights and milestones achieved in the last 12 months or so?
Well, we have a number of things that we have achieved. We have progressed our project through the permitting cycle. I think some of the most notable ones have been not only have we progressed our restoration component of our project and moved into some preliminary cleanup that we have been doing up there in some agreements with the Forest Service and EPA, but we have also been able to expand and promote our antimony with a company called Ambri. And they are, last year we signed a strategic agreement to supply a portion of our antimony production to support the commercialization of Ambri's antimony-based low-cost liquid metal battery for the long-duration daily cycling of energy storage market. And what that means is this is a battery that helps supply the grid and fill in that gap of clean energy. So it is a grid battery that brings solar and wind to the grid. That is the big gap in clean energy today. So we're excited to work with them on that. And we will have our agreement supply commitment to them could power 13 gigawatt hours of energy storage. But to put that in perspective also, that's more than 8 times the total additions to the U.S. energy storage market in 2020. And this amount of storage is enough to power approximately 1 million American homes with solar power for a 20-plus year lifespan of the batteries. So we're excited about this agreement and really think that this underscores the role modern mining plays in solving the world's climate change challenges. And it directly links our restoration part of our project and our responsible redevelopment of our project to achieving our nation's energy goals.
Very good. So then to close this out here, from what you can tell us, what would you say then are some of the company's near-term value catalysts that folks should pay attention to moving forward?
You bet. We have a number of exciting catalysts on the horizon. First, we expect the U.S. Forest Service to release soon for public review its focused supplemental environmental impact statement for the project, which is required under the federal NEPA permitting process. And we're very hopeful that the Forest Service will designate our project as the preferred alternative when it releases this supplemental EIS. And that further supports how well defined our path toward a final record of decision for the project, which is expected late year 2023. So we're also progressing our federal permits and our local state permits. We received our first permit for our project, the Clean Air Act permit to construct in June. So those permits are progressing. And this major accomplishment is together with some expected near-term catalysts.
Absolutely. Well, Laurel, with that, where can our audience go and find more information on Perpetua Resources?
They can go to our website, just Google in perpetuaresources.com, and it will take you and you can find all of the information, our plan, everything. We have a great website.
Very good. Well, Laurel, thank you so much for joining me today. Really do appreciate it. Good luck, stay safe, and we'll see you in Beaver Creek.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. And again, Perpetua Resources will be presenting at the upcoming Precious Metal Summit Beaver Creek happening September 13th through 16th, 2022. For more information, please visit precioussummit.com.